maybe a guy that you're familiar with or maybe you're not familiar with, and if you're not, don't worry, we'll talk about the basic outlook with him and who the guy is to begin with. But he does happen to be a two-way contract for the Lakers, their latest two-way contract addition that they signed back in late July, and he definitely has a lot to offer their team in my opinion. No, maybe not in the short-term outlook, definitely won't be a rotation player for their team from day one, but you know, much like a Jordan Goodwin last season for example, he's the guy that definitely could impress JJ Redick, largely with his defense and simply effort and energy on the court. That could maybe translate to some back-end rotation minutes, and definitely being an injury replacement if it would come down to it. Again, if you're not familiar with Chris Manning, he does happen to be a rookie, measuring in at roughly 6'5", 210 pounds, and probably having a fairly good wingspan with him. I couldn't find an official wingspan measurement, but I think 6'8" is what he's working with. And if you don't know anything about him and his skill set and play style on the court, the guy's simply an energizer bunny out there. Throughout college, he averaged nearly 2 steals per game. In fact, he did average exactly 2 steals per game in only 19 minutes per game. Not only that, but averaging nearly a block per game to go with it. During his fourth and final year of college at Vanderbilt, averaging 1 block per game as a 6'5" guard in only 18 minutes per game. I mean, that's absolutely insane in my opinion. Not only in my opinion, but really talking about stats and what he does in the court, it's absolutely insane given his overall frame. I mean, having a 5.6% steal rate in college to go along with a nearly 4% block rate, which is higher than centers that got drafted like a Maxime Reynaud for example, a guy that's 7'1" and plays directly at the rim on defense. Chris Manning had a higher block rate than him in only 19 minutes per game as a 6'5" guard. Absolutely crazy. And not only that, but if you watch the guy throughout Summer League, it definitely can translate. Even against better athletes and against NBA level athletes, Chris Manning can definitely hold his own out there and continue to wreak havoc on defense too. Throughout his time in Summer League, he actually played with the Golden State Warriors and did directly play against the Lakers in Summer League, even matching up with Dalton Knecht and giving him a headache on the court. Chris Manning averaged roughly 17 minutes per game, 9 points per game, over 1 steal per game, and 1 block per game, actually combining for 3 combined steals and blocks per game in only 17 minutes per game. That translates to 6 of them per 36 minutes nearly. Very impressive and definitely showing that he can hold his own. So now translate that to a training camp setting where guys are simply trying to, get in shape and get their plays down. Chris Manning can definitely be a headache for them and could probably draw attention from JJ Redick while doing it. I mean, if he's out there breaking plays up, getting steals and even help side blocks at the rim, then he definitely could be impressing JJ Redick and probably somebody that Redick will remember for later on too. Like I said, much like with Jordan Goodwin, it might take some time with him. Might take until the end of the season or potentially even next season, but I would not be shocked if Redick does eventually circle back to Chris Manning, whether it's an injury in the rotation, somebody that's not playing well, maybe they trade somebody away that's in front of Chris Manning. If they do eventually open up a spot for him, or if there's a spot that opens up, then I would not doubt if Redick would eventually turn to him. Now the problem with Chris Manning, and if you're comparing him to Jordan Goodwin and the pathway that Goodwin took, is that there's a big discrepancy in the three-point shooting ability. Unlike Goodwin, who came in and actually shot fairly well from the three-point line with the Lakers last season, especially from the corner, he was an absolutely elite corner three-point shooter, Chris Manning does have some work to do. Throughout college was only a 30% three-point shooter, then throughout Summer League didn't show much improvement, albeit in some limited action, only shooting 28.6% from beyond the arc, so that's the number one thing that he does have to work with. But again, if we're talking about training camp and simply making an impact from his energy and effort and defense on the court, I think he definitely does have some breakout potential and the ability to be a standout, if not the standout from the Lakers training camp, especially from the guys that are currently on the outside looking in of their current rotation. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one, and if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.